Hello guys, I am Arnav and welcome to Chess Analyzer again. From today, for today I am gonna show you Deutz Gambit also known as, I don't know how it's spelled, please tell me in the comment section. So it is a very good opening for White, and White gains a very good initiative after he plays the opening. And so today I am here to show you how it goes. I'm gonna make, I think, 4 to 5 videos on it. So please subscribe so you don't miss any of these videos, and hit the like button if you like my video. If you don't like, hit the dislike button. So let's start. So it goes like e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5. It is Geico piano only, but in over here we usually play d3 or knight to c3, but over here it's a very aggressive line, that is d4. Over here black has three options: to capture with the pawn, capture with the bishop, to capture with knight, or to just go take the bishop back. I will tell you what happens when you take the bishop back. Over here, after bishop b6, we take the pawn and we are just pawn up. If we take so over here, then we go queen to d5. If he wants to stop the mate, he should go knight over here. We go take over here with bishop, queen takes, queen check, and we are pawn up, and we are having a very good and aggressive uh, queen at f7, and we have a very good initiative. Our knight is developed, and also after the check his queen is also going because he needs to stop the mate. And so instead of capturing queen into f7, we also could play knight into queen, but in that case he would castle. And over here also knight into f7 is good, still winning. So in all, playing bishop b6 is not a good idea. After here he should at least go knight g8, and over here knight to e7. Again he should not capture because we could have a good queen d5 over here. So coming back to the original position, here I am going to talk about pawn takes d4. Over here the main line is e5. If he plays knight g5, rook e1 equalizes the game. If he plays knight to g8, then also rook e1, and we have a good attack with bishop over here on g5, and he has to play knight e7 in order to castle. So we play bishop g5, we play c3, knight into c3, and go knight to d5. So over here we in all have a very good initiative, attack, and piece development. So playing knight g8 is also a bad idea. I also tell you that knight e4 is not a good move because rook e1, the knight is trapped. It has, if he goes on c3, knight into c3, d2, bishop into d2. If he goes on g3, f into g3, or h into g3, depends. If he goes to knight g5, then we have bishop into g5. So knight e4 is not a good move. Over here the best move possible is d5. After d5 you should not do n percent, because after pawn takes pawn again, black is just a pawn up, and he does not actually have any urgent threats which he should counter, because after rook e1 he will just go knight to e7 and develop his bishop on d7. After say some like bishop g5, bishop to d7, and say knight to d2, queen c7, and over here the position is equal. Even if you capture, you give a black an open file for a double duck. So in all, black is perfect, so we shouldn't do n%. Over here the best move is pawn takes knight, pawn takes bishop. So after pawn takes bishop. Over here pawn takes g7 and rook to g8. After rook g8, actually I should tell you that over here there are two possible ways. Rook e1 check is also there, where king f8, pawn takes, and you go bishop to g5, and the game continues like this because white attacks, black defends, and also he plans to counter attack. If he doesn't counter attack, then white is uh, far better than black. So moving on, so I am gonna cover this variation if you tell me to. Otherwise, I will continue on my main line. If you want this line to be explained, please tell me in the comment section so that I can explain it. Over here, pawn takes pawn, rook e1 check. Instead of rook e1 check, pawn takes pawn is move. Then rook to g8 only move. And over here you go rook e1 check. Excuse me. So over here, bishop e6 is a move and bishop e7 is a move. So bishop e7 is a passive move because you take the bishop in front, you take it back. So the most common move you will see is bishop e6. If bishop e6 is there, you again have two options, that is bishop g5 and knight g5. So first knight g5. After knight g5, black has two options. He has to support the bishop not with the king but with the queen. Queen d7 is an option, but that is also very passive because you take with knight on h7 and rook into pawn, and you go knight to f6 check and you lose your queen. So over here queen d5 is the right move, and over here if you capture, then there is no use because I'm gonna play queen f5 and your knight is trapped because he is attacked by queen and knight cannot retreat. You cannot support your knight, and that's all. So coming back, queen d5. So over here you play a very good move actually, knight to c3. After knight c3, you cannot capture because you lose your queen because this bishop is pinned. So queen f5 last time, and over here you go knight to e4, supporting the knight and as well as attacking the bishop. If black castles, then queen takes and knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes. The position is equal. Sorry for that. So coming back, over here if it does not castle and moves his bishop back, then we have over here knight into bishop, pawn takes bishop, and over here the position is equal, and in fact it's plus 0.1 in engine for white. So and if you say that rook into pawn is possible and we will pawn down, but after knight g6 he will retreat, and we have this queen e2 double attack on it. If pawn push, then pawn takes, and we have this queen into pawn, queen takes, rook takes, king down, and we again go back to rook e1, and over here though we lose a pawn, we get the d3 pawn back. So over here after knight e4, the game is equal, and basically what is black plans are, what are white plans are. White plans to attack on the queen side, black attacks on the king side. So the one who attacks quickly wins the game. it's not like others that in Caro-Kann it is very passive, because uh, white gets an opportunity to attack first, but here both of them attack fast and quickly and together. Okay, so coming back to bishop e6, or here bishop g5 is the best. In order, if you play queen d5 this time also, then knight c3. If queen f5 is there, then over here knight e4. Now you cannot castle over here because bishop is there, and after this there is attack on your bishop. If you capture the pawn, then knight f6 check is there. If you go over here, then bishop h6 is also there, but in that case you give two pieces, so that's not good. But white still has the initiative to attack, and there are many possible moves in this case. After king f8, there are many possible moves to attack, so I will not cover each of them. If you want me to cover each of them, please tell me in the comment section. So over here, if it does not capture, then we will capture, queen captures, and we still have the sacrifice rook into e6 and queen h5 check, and that is a very dangerous sacrifice. I will show you a game of Deutz Gambit where a rook into e6 sacrifice is there in future videos. So uh, in all, over here queen d5 is not a good move, so the best move is bishop e7 or queen d7. Over here queen d7 also, we cannot castle over here, but it's fine. Here c3 is there. If he plays d3, then we have knight d2, we lose this pawn. If king moves, then we play knight to e5, then knight into e5. I will show you only. If king over here move, actually he has no moves, but if he moves somehow, like he plays first knight e7 and then moves, we cannot capture because bishop captures over here. If we capture, we lose two pieces for a queen, that is a good deal, and three pieces for a queen actually, because knight captures, pawn captures, rook captures. So here's one rook, one bishop for queen, and one rook and one bishop are equal. So coming back, so the best possible move is pawn takes and knight takes. Over here we get this c4 pawn. If he exchanges the queens, we are well, because he cannot castle, and he cannot bring his rook to over here because it will be captured by bishop. We cannot capture his rook because there is knight, and so over here queen d7, and this position is fine. So the best possible move is bishop e7, where bishop into e7, king into e7, and you play over here c3, pawn takes, pawn takes. Again you cannot do because knight d2 will give you this pawn. Queen captures, rook captures, rook over here, and this position is equal because both have equal pawns, but actually both do not have equal pawns because this pawn is going, but black loses his c pawn, and so this position is equal. Engine shows that it is plus 0.1 for white, and so this is Deutz Gambit pawn push variation, that is e5 variation. I am also going to show you bishop into pawn variation, and tomorrow I am gonna show you knight into pawn variation, that is this. This is actually the worst variation because I will give you some hint, it will capture, and after this there is a long sequence of moves which actually result in 1.0 plus for white. And that's all for now. Hope you enjoy the video. If you please like and subscribe so that you don't miss the future parts of this video. So that's all. Bye.